Hello guys, join me today as I do a review on the Thule, whatever it is, Wingbar Edge roof rack system for cars with roof rails. Let's go and see what's in the kit. Okay, so what do you get in this package? You actually get the two Thule Wingbars, which is actually got a wing style aerodynamic shape, basically to allow it to cut through the air with the minimum of a drag, which will also equal a quieter ride as well. You also get these little rubber pads which go into this like channel insert here, basically to complete the aerodynamics once you've fitted it to the correct length for your car. And 4 foot straps which you use to adjust it onto the roof bars of your car to ensure a nice sturdy fit. You also get a couple of keys. There's 4 locks on these, so you can actually lock it once it's on your vehicle, so no pesky kids or whatever will try and nick your bars. Obviously the keys for those, a set of instructions which is always handy, and this rather nifty 2 Newton meter Allen key torque wrench, so you can adjust the straps up and make sure they're tightened to the specified tightness. Okay, so let's get to actually fitting them onto the car. Now these are actually spring loaded, so I don't know if you can sort of see that. It's got like a pump action, so it will adjust to certain different widths of roof bars on the cars. A lot of cars won't have a uniform distance between the roof bars going along the length of the vehicle, so it's handy to have that, so they're more universal basically. They fit more cars. So basically you've got some little rubber feet here which fit nicely onto the roof bars. My car has got low profile roof bars and they're quite skinny, so some cars will have a really fat one, which you'll see later on. It comes in handy with the straps. You can adjust it to any size basically, as long as the width will fit within your bars. So let's get to it. You just place it onto here. Now just for reference today, I'm going basically above where the back of the front door is basically, just to give me a reference so it's equal both sides. I have the intention of fitting this with actually a new bike rack, which I'll be fitting in another video, basically, so I'll need to ensure that they're the correct distance apart to fit my rack on there. But for now, just to give a bit of reference, I'll use my door frame as a guide as to where to fit it. So what you need to do first of all before you fit it is take off this with the nifty little key that comes with it. So all of the keys on the bike racks will be the same, so you just use one key, you get a number, you get a couple of spares, so you just unlock it, here we go, simple as that, and the whole foot lifts off for you to put that somewhere safe. I use it to put on the roof of my car to protect it from the Allen keys and that sort of stuff I'm going to be putting on there. So once you've done that, you've got these straps here with different like hooks, a bit like a belt basically, and a couple of little loops here which will connect onto this part, and it's really easy to fit basically. Because I've got low profile roof bars just here, I'm going to go onto the smallest setting, so it means I have to wind it up to tighten it up much less. So hopefully you can see that just there. You've got a little hook, like I said, I'm putting it as far as it will go onto the last hook, so that is the last hook. It's all very sturdy. If we hook that underneath and come back to my position, lining up with the back of the door frame, which is here, just about there. You can always fine tune it, you can loosen it off no problem and tighten it back up to meet your desired positioning. Then just click this over onto there, and this is where this rather nifty chap comes in. It's a 2 Newton meter Allen key torque wrench with like a little ball head on, because you can't sometimes go straight in here, so at a bit of an angle, so you need the ball head on there. So I'm just going to wind this in and fast forward this bit because it's a bit tumbleweed. Okay, as I'm tightening it now, it's starting to get quite tight, so eventually it will click, and when this clicks, it means that you've reached the specified torque to keep the strap nice and tight and stop your bars moving around. So if you listen carefully, you'll hear it click. It might be a little while off yet. Perfect. So that is good to go. You can now remove the ball head, and that is solid as a rock. I'm going to go and do the other side before I carry on with this video. Okay, so now that I've fitted the bars, you can see it's all nice and sturdy. I've left the lock cover off over on that side because I've got this rubber strip to place in there. Basically, it gives you a grippy padded surface for the top of the roof bar, and you can cut this to allow you to put on like the bike rack, or you know, fit your surfboard sort of a rack or anything, whatever you want on there. You can cut this and so leave a little gap in the channel for you to connect your bike rack, etc. So I'm just going to bung this on here. You can feed it a little bit under this cover here. It's got a little lump on the top. I don't know if you can see that, so it gives you an idea of how far you can poke it in there, and then it literally just grooves into that channel like so. Okay, so when you get to the end, you've got this little flappy bit. Make sure it's all pushed down into the channel, and then you've got this other little groove on the top here, so you can get an idea of how long it needs to be before you can cut it. So I'm going to go for about here and just cut that with a set of scissors. Job's a good one. So once that's done, you've got your little lock cover just here, and this is really easy to fit. You just literally place it on there, it snaps into place, and then turn the lock, and nice and secure, no one's nicking that. One thing that is important to note when you are fitting these bars, you've got the fat chunky side at the front, and you always have the more narrow trailing edge at the back, which will give you the best aerodynamics. Okay, that's the front all fitted, so I'm just going to crack on and fit the rear. Having looked in the owner's manual for this and the fitting instructions, basically they recommend that you have a minimum of 700mm between the front rack and the rear rack. So I'm going to grab my tape measure and make sure I'm doing it by the book. Okay, so there they are, all fitted, and very straightforward to fit. Probably, I reckon you can probably get them fitted in about 15 minutes. Obviously with the help of this instructional video, probably a little bit quicker. So I was just doing it on the fly, sort of making it up as I go along, but it's very straightforward. All I did was read the instruction manual before I got going. One of the reasons I plumped for these is because basically I've got very low profile bars. They're very close to the roof of the car, and I don't like the look of the ones which extend up and then come out sideways. So the thing I like about these is they literally go in between the bars rather than above and over. So it's very low profile and discreet, and not as noticeable as like a mega set of proper roof bars. Light it up and we smoke, keep me high.